What's going on, gang? Welcome back for another episode of High Rollers, Roads and Rails. And today we are in Cumberland, Maryland. And if you can't tell by the fireball on my hat, we are here at the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad right here in Cumberland, Maryland to take a trip behind the awesome 2662 number 1309, formerly of the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, but now it belongs to Western Maryland Scenic. And we're here to take an excursion today behind it. Got my little girl with me, and we're going to head up to Frostburg, Maryland on this trip. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking to bring some great footage, so let's get to it. So the engine that we're focused on today is Western Maryland Scenic number 1309. As I said in the intro, number 1309 is a 2662 Mallet steam locomotive. She was built in November 1949 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, which designated it as the H6 class. She would be the last steam locomotive that Baldwin would build for domestic steam operation in the United States. She was primarily a coal hauler for the C&O and did so until its retirement in 1956. After its retirement in 1972, it was moved to the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum in Baltimore, Maryland, where it stayed on static display until 2014, at which point it was purchased by the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad, who needed to replace its aging 280 consolidation number 734. Restoration would not be completed, however, until December 31st, 2020. However, due to the health crisis of 2020, its actual excursion service would not begin until December 17, 2021. It would mark the first time that an articulated steam locomotive was operated on the East Coast since Norfolk and Western 1218's retirement in the early 90s. Now, a few quick specifications on 1309. Again, it is a 2662 wheel arrangement with 56-inch drivers, a 210 max PSI boiler pressure, a total weight of 643,100 pounds, which brings it to a very strong 98,300 pounds of tractive effort in simple mode and 77,900 pounds in compound mode. Now, it's very exciting to see 1309 operate today, as she's been down for almost a year due to having its pistons replaced. The team at Western Maryland has been working hard to acquire pistons, have them installed, and have this locomotive ready for the summer operating season. I personally would say that she's back and better than ever. So sit back and enjoy the footage here from the station as we prepare to depart.
Daddy, come here. Look, it's a steam engine.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy, look. Keys. Look, Daddy. Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go to the train? Oh, look, Dad, a red light.
There's the engine, baby. See it? Look out the window, baby. Look out the window. baby. Stay right here with us. Now, upon our arrival into Frostburg, me and Kinsley decided to go grab a quick bite to eat and check out the operating turntable that they have adjacent to the station. Now, today we would not see 1309 come onto the turntable, as it has been found by the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad that the sharp curve leading up to it has done quite a bit of damage to the driving wheels on 1309 and 734. But we would see the little Jeep that they use for the rail bikes enter onto it, as they use it to switch tracks. Now, after our quick lunch in Frostburg, it was already time to get back on the train to head back to Cumberland. Now, for our return trip, 1309 will be on the tail, as diesel power on the other end of the train would take the lead, which was a General Electric Dash 8, formerly of the Norfolk and Southern Railroad, number 539. But I must say, it looks pretty handsome in this Western Maryland Fireball paint scheme.
Are we almost?
At the station, baby. Now, after an incredible day, I couldn't help but stay just a little bit longer so that we could watch 1309 back its consists back to the Ridgely, West Virginia shops. Look, baby. Okay, y'all, and I'm back here in the train room wrapping this video up. So again, huge shout out to the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad. Incredible trip. Incredible job for those guys getting 1309 back under steam after having her pistons replaced. And I hope for many years of flawless service for that engine. What a treat to get to go see. And for those guys that you don't know, that whistle changes all the time. They had a Hancock 3-chime on there, which is very similar to a J-Class or something Union Pacific like Big Boy or Challenger. And it sounded killer on that engine. So I look forward to going back. I hope to do a cab ride sometime in the near future. But just an incredible trip, y'all. So if you haven't, make sure you go up to Cumberland, Maryland. Check out the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad. You won't be disappointed. So with that, guys, I just ask that you like, you comment, you subscribe, and make sure you click the bell icon notification so you get notified when awesome stuff like that gets uploaded. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see y'all down the line.